10 high-end car brands are closer to bankruptcy than their press releases admit. And the evidence is hiding in plain sight at your local luxury dealership. Premium brands that spent decades building exclusive images are now slashing prices by 40, 50, even 60% on vehicles that once commanded waiting lists and dealer markups. This isn't clever marketing, however. This is financial survival. What you're witnessing is the automotive equivalent of a going-out-of-business sale. Yet most buyers don't realize they're shopping in a store that might not exist in 3 years. Dealerships are closing, production lines are stopping, executives are quietly discussing market exits behind closed boardroom doors. In this video, I'm exposing the 10 high-end brands circling the drain, why their shocking discounts reveal terminal problems, and what this means if you're considering buying one of these vehicles. Stick around until the end, because number 1 isn't just struggling, it's already planning its exit strategy. Number 10. Volkswagen. The German automaker's premium positioning is collapsing under the weight of a scandal it can never fully escape. Dieselgate didn't just damage Volkswagen's reputation, it created a trust deficit that drains billions from the balance sheet, yet the brand still attempts to command premium pricing. That contradiction is destroying their market position. The real crisis lies in Volkswagen's catastrophic EV transition. The ID series was supposed to establish electric leadership, but software delays have turned it into a cautionary tale. Some ID.4 owners report 5 dealer visits just to update software that wasn't ready at delivery, and that experience demolishes any premium image. Can a brand survive when dealers offer $8,000 discounts on the Atlas just to compete? Volkswagen is caught between mainstream pricing and premium aspirations while delivering neither Toyota's reliability nor BMW's prestige. That's not sustainable. It's a slow-motion bankruptcy that discounts can't fix. Number 9. Buick. The brand faces a demographic time bomb that no marketing can diffuse. The average Buick buyer is now over 60 years old. Among car buyers under 40, Buick registers near zero consideration. And when your customer base is literally dying off faster than you can attract new buyers, bankruptcy becomes a question of when, not if. General Motors knows this, which is why consolidation pressure is mounting. Buick's lineup overlaps with Chevrolet and GMC offerings that generate higher volumes and better margins, making the brand increasingly redundant. The only reason Buick survives? Its success in China, but that doesn't solve American irrelevance. Dealers offer 20% discounts on Encores because inventory ages, while younger buyers walk past showrooms without looking. Buick lacks a compelling identity, technological advantage, or clear reason to exist. It's not fighting for market share, it's fighting for survival in a company quietly deciding whether it's worth saving. Number 8. Mini. The brand's retro appeal is fading fast in a market that has moved on. Premium small cars are dying because buyers who once embraced Mini's quirky styling are now starting families and choosing SUVs. Gen Z shows minimal interest in nostalgia-based design, creating a demographic crisis for a brand built on emotion rather than practicality. Despite BMW ownership, Mini maintenance costs exceed mainstream alternatives by 30 to 40% due to premium service schedules. Who pays luxury prices for a car smaller than a Honda Civic? As these expenses spread across owner forums, potential buyers are deterred. Dealers face inventory sitting for 6 months, forcing discounts that undermine premium positioning. Mini's day supply exceeds segment averages by nearly 40%. The brand isn't just struggling to sell cars, it's struggling to justify why it should exist in an SUV-dominated world where retro cool no longer sells. But if you think Mini's identity crisis is bad, wait until you see what's happening to the last one. Number 7. Acura. Honda's luxury division faces a brutal differentiation crisis. Consumers can get 90% of the Acura experience in a higher trim Honda for thousands less. When the RDX feels nearly identical to a fully loaded CR-V, why pay premium prices for badge engineering with leather seats? The technology gap makes this worse. Acura's infotainment systems and driver assistance features lag behind German and Korean luxury alternatives. In an era when technology defines premium experiences, Acura's offerings feel derivative rather than innovative. Financial pressure is mounting. Models that once sold near MSRP now require thousands in incentives. Industry tracking reveals Acura's average incentive spending has increased 30% over 3 years, signaling weakening market position. Acura is caught between Honda reliability and true luxury, an untenable middle ground that satisfies neither value shoppers nor luxury seekers, and that's a death sentence in today's market. Number 6. Alfa Romeo. The Italian brand is experiencing a dealer network collapse that signals Stellantis has already given up. From over 130 dealerships, Alfa Romeo's retail footprint has shrunk by nearly 50% since 2018, and those closures aren't temporary. They're permanent exits from markets where the brand failed to gain traction. Can passion sell cars without reliability? Apparently not, because Alfa Romeo's reputation for mechanical issues has devastated any premium positioning. Buyers willing to overlook problems for Italian design are disappearing, especially when competitors offer similar styling without maintenance nightmares. Stellantis executives rarely mention Alfa Romeo in North American strategy discussions anymore, and that silence speaks volumes. Dealers offer massive discounts to clear aging inventory, yet models still sit unsold for months. The brand that once symbolized Italian automotive passion now symbolizes poor investment decisions, and Stellantis is quietly preparing to cut its losses. Number 5. Lincoln. Ford's luxury experiment is failing again, and not even Matthew McConaughey's commercials can save it. The brand lacks a clear identity beyond upscale Ford, which isn't compelling when heritage and prestige matter as much as product quality. Dealer frustration is mounting because Lincoln's product gaps leave showrooms without competitive answers. Where's the 3-row SUV to fight Escalade? Where's the performance sedan to challenge German rivals? These aren't oversights. They're symptoms of Ford's unwillingness to invest seriously, because executives know luxury requires commitment Ford won't make. Genesis and Cadillac are absorbing Lincoln's potential customers with more compelling products and clearer brand visions. Lincoln offers nicely trimmed Fords at luxury prices, yet buyers aren't fooled. Incentives are climbing, dealer support is eroding, and the brand that once competed with Cadillac for American luxury dominance now competes for survival in Ford's portfolio rationalization discussions. Thanks for watching so far. If you want to stay ahead of the automotive industry collapse, hit that subscribe button. Now let's talk about the brands in real crisis. Number 4. Maserati. The Italian luxury brand is drowning in desperation, offering discounts that would have been unthinkable 5 years ago. Dealers are cutting $75,000 or more off MSRP on certain models, and those aren't negotiation tactics. They're liquidation prices for a brand Stellantis no longer prioritizes. Ferrari's separation stripped Maserati of crucial engineering resources and brand prestige, leaving it adrift without the technical excellence needed to justify luxury pricing. The brand that once represented Italian sophistication now represents financial miscalculation, because Stellantis starves Maserati of investment while German and Japanese rivals dominate the segment. Why would anyone buy a Maserati when resale values collapse faster than competitors? Depreciation is brutal, reliability concerns are widespread, and dealer networks are shrinking. The Trident badge once commanded respect, but now it commands skepticism. Maserati isn't competing for luxury buyers. It's competing to survive Stellantis's portfolio rationalization, and the outcome looks grim. Number 3. Infiniti. Nissan's luxury division is trapped in a death spiral where parent company financial struggles have choked off investment needed to remain competitive. The lineup feels frozen in 2015 while competitors race ahead with electrification and technology, because Nissan can't afford to fund Infiniti's revival when fighting for its own survival. The numbers are devastating. Average incentives now exceed $8,500 per vehicle, amounts that obliterate profit margins and signal fundamental problems with product appeal. When you need that much discount to move cars, you're not selling luxury, you're dumping inventory. Dealer exodus is accelerating, with networks shrinking 25% since 2020 as franchises abandon a brand without a future. Infiniti's resale values are collapsing, technology is outdated, and product development has essentially stopped. This isn't a struggling luxury brand. It's a zombie brand waiting for Nissan to pull the plug. Number 2. Jaguar. The British luxury brand just announced a complete production halt while transitioning to all-electric vehicles. But here's the question. Nobody at Jaguar wants to answer. Is this a rebrand or a funeral? Stopping production entirely isn't confidence. It's a preview of what bankruptcy looks like when disguised as strategic transformation. Tata Motors' patience with Jaguar's endless losses is running out after years of funding a brand, generating more red ink than revenue. Meanwhile, Land Rover cannibalizes Jaguar's luxury sales because consumers prefer the sister brand with better resale values and clearer identity. The all-electric gamble reeks of desperation rather than innovation, because when you can't compete currently, blowing everything up seems easier than fixing fundamental problems. Jaguar isn't repositioning, it's preparing for the end. But if Jaguar's situation looks bad, Number 1 is facing an even bigger crisis that could reshape American luxury forever. Number 1. Cadillac. General Motors is betting $35 billion on an all-electric future with Cadillac leading the charge. But the strategy is failing catastrophically, and executives are already discussing exit plans behind closed doors. The Lyriq launch disaster squandered crucial momentum. While German competitors established positions, Cadillac's first dedicated EV faced delays and limited availability, killing early adopter enthusiasm. Dealers invested millions in facility upgrades for EVs that never arrived, straining relationships near breaking point. Some franchises are choosing termination over continued investment. Here's the devastating reality. Fewer than 30% of current Cadillac owners want electric vehicles next. The customers who supported Cadillac for decades are precisely the demographic most resistant to electrification. Yet GM bets everything on rapid EV adoption. Product pipeline gaps and dealer voluntary separations aren't coincidences. They're evidence of managed decline. Cadillac isn't transitioning to electric, it's transitioning to extinction. These aren't just discounts. They're going out of business sales that luxury brands will never publicly admit. Which brand shocked you most? Drop a comment below.